Hey, thank you for coming by Tori Magoo 44. Today is the 20th of October 2011. It is October and good things are happening. We're 500 signatures from having our petition going through, getting all the signatures that we need. So if any of you hear this and you have not signed up for it, I'm going to put the link in these notes. Please sign it. Please pass it on so that we get enough signatures. We're very close. We need it by the 24th, 500 signatures. It's kind of like we're down to the end of it. It's incredible. I mean, how many we've gotten. If you have a Facebook site, please put it on that. If you have Twitter, put it on that. Just spread it around. Get signatures. If you've never even been in, you know the Church of Scientology should be looked into. If you've been in the Church of Scientology and you're out, you know the Church of Scientology should be looked into. If you're in the Church of Scientology and lurking or on staff, you know the Church of Scientology should be looked into. And so this is a petition for people, for the government to actually look into these crimes that have been hidden, suppressed, held down, hidden behind the curtain of religion, which, if any of you have studied it at all, it is totally a business. You have to pay for every single level. It isn't just like, chip in some money. No. It's an exact price every time, every person, every level. And it only gets more and more the higher up you go in the triangle. So there you go on that. I'm going to put the link in here. The other thing is I'm continuing my my series on the front groups. And this one is going to be on applied scholastics, which was one they started early on, having to do with the study tech. Now, for people like myself, Tom Cruise, a lot of people, the early study tech was pretty cool. I loved it because it just had basically, look up your words if you don't understand them, skip gradient if you don't go too high above something, move back if you're confused about it. Lack of mass. If you're studying about ships and you've never seen one, go look at a ship, get the mass on it. Or they had demo kits where you could demonstrate it out. They were like basic, simple tools that you go, so what? But it actually did. For me, it helped me a lot. Plus, I loved their early, and they still do, but now I'm not quite as for it as I was. I'm sort of for it, sort of against it, but it's check sheets, where whatever you study, it's in check sheet form. So you can go as fast as you want, you can go as slow as you want, you can go in between. It isn't like it's a whole class and you just have to go along with them, or if they're really slow, hang on while they all get it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you can zoom along if you want to. The downside of it, I found out later in the schools, is that they really don't have any discussion of anything they're studying, because that's not part of the check sheet. The check sheet is you're studying things and you take a test and you have to get 80% or above. I believe that's it. If you don't, you're sent to qualifications. You have to restudy it, redo it, that kind of thing. So anyway, in the old days it worked. Now they've got it where it's insane. I mean, I was on OT7. We had to look up words over and over and over, the same words over and over and over. A root word. If you had a misunderstood word in the root word, it just went on and on and on to the point of literally insanity. I'm going to put Dave Turetsky's links in here too. He's a professor at Carnegie Mellon, and he has studied a lot of their front groups and put some great information about it on there. So there you go. Another thing you should know is that they are trying to weasel in applied scholastics all around the world in different schools. So check. If you have kids that are in school, check if they're using any of the Hubbard study tech. That's how you can ask it. Rather than Scientology, because they'll say no, because it isn't. But it's under the umbrella of Scientology. You have to know that. And even if you say applied scholastics, it may be under a different name. But if you say the Hubbard study technology, it's either going to be there or it's not, because it is by L. Ron Hubbard. And you can also throw in applied scholastics, because it usually would be under that name too. So there you go on that. I'm going to put the link to Dr. Dave Turetsky. Check it out. Read it. Great information. Thank you, Dave. And also, please, anybody, if you haven't signed this petition, please sign it. Doesn't matter where you live, just sign it. And if you haven't, put it on your Facebook, Twitter, anywhere else. Pass it to your friends, your family, neighbors, whatever. Let's get to 500. We're down to the wire. Okay? And thank you to everyone who has helped on it. We are rocking. And Osa, this is Thursday before 2, and you are screwed once again. All right, happy trails, everybody. I love